Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, Bro Gets Rich, and today I'm going to give you a little update on my Tesla position, kind of go over have I been buying Tesla, how long am I going to buy Tesla, what does the future hold for my Tesla position in this account. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, so as you can see, we are down 17%, about $2,000. I did get my average cost down, over the last month or two from around, I think it was like 214, 215, 216 down to 206. So the answer is yes, I am buying Tesla stock. Full disclosure, not investment advice. I am investing about $25 a day every day in Tesla, as long as it is below my cost basis. And I'm not shilling Tesla. I'm going to give you just kind of my overall thesis on Tesla right now, why I'm investing in it, what the future holds for Tesla in my opinion. I'm also going to get into some tweets and then some videos I think if you're a Tesla bull or a holder, you should watch. But basically my main philosophy on Tesla, if you've been watching my channel, basically been buying ETFs. I'm really interested in building a passive income portfolio that I've been sharing, like a dividend growth ETF on Robinhood. Super passionate about that. And then besides that, I've really just been buying QQQ, trying to build up really big position in that and possibly work up to selling some options contracts. So I'm really not investing in individual assets right now. Tesla is the only one, really, at least in terms of stocks. And the reasoning is, if I ask myself this question, right, there's two questions. Is Tesla going to go bankrupt? And the answer for me is no. And then the other question is 10, 20 years from now, is Tesla going to be bigger or smaller than they are now? Are they going to have more or less products than they have now? And the answer to both those questions are, it should be worth more. How much more, I don't know. And they should definitely have new products, right? So being as innovative, can never say that word, as they are, and as many lines of business as they are growing, and the autonomy and the AI and the robotics and, it's just worth for me to hold this position for 10 years. Worst case scenario, obviously, is Tesla goes bankrupt. Don't think that's going to happen. In my mind, worst case scenario is I kind of break even after 10 years or whatever. And that'd be a horrible future for Tesla. Best case scenario, everything works out the way all these super bullish Tesla analysts play out. And, they think Tesla could 10, 20x over a 10-year period. So yeah, it's worth a hold for me, but also, full disclosure, right? Most of my net worth is tied up in real estate. And then I also own a bunch of really conservative stock ETFs and stuff like that. So I feel comfortable with where I'm at right now in my investing career, taking, a little bit of a risk on Tesla, especially when it is pretty beaten down right now. So this was a cool little video on CNBC's channel with billionaire investor Ron Barron. Obviously, he was pretty hyped up on Tesla when he gave this interview because he had just done a fully autonomous ride in FSD. But, he was basically ranting and raving how, now is the time for Tesla, now is the moment, autonomy is coming, and, the cheaper vehicles are coming and things like that, new products. So it's worth the 9-minute watch. Granted, obviously, he is a Tesla shareholder and was pretty stoked from his recent ride, but still, you should be definitely paying attention to this kind of stuff. So first little funny tweet from this dude, I don't know who this is, but it's a funny tweet. It says, "Congrats to all the Tesla bulls. You are now only down 35% this year instead of 40%. So truth, but I'm not gonna lie, that 5% feels really good. $170 Tesla or whatever feels a lot better than $140 Tesla. Although I should have bought more. I did make a couple bigger purchases in that range, but I should have, story of your investing career, should have put more in. Another bullish reason for Tesla, and one of the main reasons why I want to buy a Tesla someday. So, I don't own a Tesla. I probably will someday, maybe sooner than later, to be honest. But one of the things for me that I like about Teslas, my brother-in-law has one, really low maintenance. So Consumer Reports, Tesla is the cheapest to maintain. And that is really attractive for me personally. Apart from FSD and safety and stuff like that, not having a transmission, not having to do oil changes, that is just, that shit pisses me off. So another, and people don't even realize this yet. This is another thing. No one realizes that Tesla is the cheapest car to own. Nobody knows. Literally no one knows. All right, some more breaking news. Of course, Cathie Wood, the savior of Tesla, buying the shit out of the dip. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that bought this dip. It was definitely a pretty nice dip to buy. To be honest, if I had more disposable income at the moment that I didn't care about for, the next 5 years, I would have definitely jammed a bunch in Tesla. Tweet from this dude, Dalton Brewer, who I think, is some sort of like a Tesla bull on Twitter or something like that. But he makes a truish statement. Tesla is arguably the hardest company for most to hold, yet it'll become the most rewarding. Funny how things work. So we'll find out if it becomes the most rewarding, but Tesla is definitely a hard hold. If you're just like an average investor. I've held Tesla for a long time. I've, held Bitcoin since March 2020, so I'm used to volatility. I am looking forward to personally not having to buy Tesla every day. I don't mind at all buying it when it's under my cost basis and averaging in. But to be honest, I started buying Tesla again. So I owned Tesla in the past. I think I bought some in 2018, 2019. Ended up selling that right before the COVID crash. But ever since I've been averaging back in, I think I started buying around 240. Just got wrecked all the way down to 100 or whatever it went to the low. Bought the whole way down, bought all the way back up. Went almost to 300, started going back down, started buying again. It definitely is taxing. I'm not concerned about it. It doesn't bother me, but I am definitely looking forward to getting back to my cost basis and really going hard on this passive income portfolio and stacking QQQ. And that's not to say I won't buy Tesla, you know what I mean? We'll see if Tesla goes on a big run and then it has a big 30% correction again or whatever, I'll probably add to my winner being Tesla at that point. But I'm not looking to buy every day once I get back to my cost basis. So Sawyer Merritt posted this, one of the insights from the earnings call, which was, it was a good earnings call. I mean, Elon definitely seemed pumped and motivated to hype Tesla, where he just kind of non-existent in terms of passion and hope in the previous few quarters earnings calls. And he did say that they are in conversations with one major automaker about licensing FSD. And this is another line of business, software as a service business that Tesla is going to have in the future, in my opinion, because if they are the ones to solve FSD, right, and they do take on the regulators and battle through all this regulatory approval, if you were another automaker, and you have less data and you have an inferior software and you haven't really gone through the government regulations yet, why would you want to spend all that time and all that resources and honestly burn all that cash when you can just license a product from Tesla? Makes sense to me. So we'll see how this plays out, but that could be a major profit maker for Tesla in the future. But that's pretty much it, guys. This is the position, almost 10 grand. Going to hold it for a long time. Like I said, keep averaging in. We'll see what happens. If Ron Barron's right and, Tesla's going to go up huge and blah, blah, blah. I don't really know. I kind of feel like the hype's definitely back at the moment because of Elon and the earnings call. Obviously, we've recovered from that 140 mark. So could we go back to 200, 220 in short order? I don't really know. Could we go on a run? I don't really know. Could we chop back down to 150, 140? Maybe. I don't really... my expertise is not guessing this kind of stuff. I definitely could see it chopping around. But like I said, if Tesla stays under my cost basis all year throughout 2024, so if Tesla's under $206 for the rest of 2024, I'm going to buy Tesla every day. And I'm cool with that. Personally, like I said, I would like it to get back to my cost basis just because I'm really interested in building that passive income portfolio. And, Tesla has been a wild ride, and I'd be lying if it wasn't kind of mentally exhausting throughout this whole thing. I think it'll be rewarding someday. But, that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow this Tesla position over the next 5-10 years. Really hoping all those super bullish analysts are right, and we can hit that 20x, bank about 200K off this position. So that is it. I am Bro Gets Rich. Everybody have a great week, and peace out.